How we doing, guys? Moose here. As you see, we're going to jump into episode 4 of our second season of our West Ham career mode. We have a couple games coming up. We have Chelsea as well as the second tie in our two legs against AIK football from the Allsvenskan, the Swedish league, to try to get into Euro qualification. As you can see, we're going to address this Kevin Nolan situation, the $5 million offer. Take a look at his stats a little bit. He's been declining, but $5 million offer for Kevin Nolan, you can't really pass that up. His value is only 2.8. When am I ever going to get an offer of $5 million for Kevin Nolan? We're going to take that. And Jim Bear, our other Cam, is he's a 70 overall and he's 17 years old. So we're going to get him in there. We're going to try to improve his development by getting him in there in Nolan's spot. And that's what we have to do. Nolan's 31, 32 years old. And in FIFA, that's old. In real life, you'll see guys, playing 36. Phil Neville, the captain of Everton's 36 years old. He's still fine playing along Kevin Nolan. Playing in the Premier League right now, 31 years old. But we have to do it to help better the squad. So with the money we're gonna get from that Kevin Nolan sale, we're gonna make an offer here. See if we can bring in Giovanni Moreno from Bolton Wanderers. He's 77 rated Cam, 27 years old. So we'll try to get him in, bring him in just to be a work alongside Jim Bear. We'll make a bit of an audacious attempt for El Kaddouri here. He's worth a lot of money, so it's going to be tough to bring him in. As you can see, Bolton goes for 9.5 for Moreno and 19.5 for El Kaddouri, so we're certainly not going to get El Kaddouri. You see United counters us with $7 million. I have requested 10. I'm going to keep sticking at 10 because I'm not necessarily trying to get rid of my ego right away. But we're going to go into our match with Chelsea here. We'll get them in their white away kits. And as you see Benzia in the starting lineup today. We have normal starters the rest of the way, but Benzia coming in to start with Lacazette not being. I didn't deem him ready to join the team. He only joined the team 1 day ago, so we'll give him a little break on today. We left him off the team sheet, but Benzia is here, and so we'll get him in the starting lineup to test him out. He's only 68 overall, but he's got some great potential, great statistics. So we're gonna try to bring him on, see what he can do to help the squad. And we'll get right into it. Chelsea really was just all over us in the first half. They were just creating chances. There's a great chance that they just sky over the goal. But Chelsea really was just dominating. You see here in the 20th minute, Daniel Sturridge just making some great moves. You have to come over, end up with a header, and Gomez just puts it right past the goal, luckily for us. So some huge chances. Now you can see Jarvis trying to create something here. Over to Vaste with a volley, and he just pushes it wide. Definitely should have had a better attempt on that. But you can see now Benzia doing some work. He cuts into the middle. Benzia just with some great strength ends up getting a shot blocked, and Vaste with the rebound that Petr Cech is equal to. So going to halftime 0-0. Chelsea certainly dominated the first half of play, but we countered West Ham in the second half of play. In the first half, really played pretty well. But Chelsea again continuing to apply the pressure. You see O'Brien puts a nice block in there, and then another block here coming from Tompkins with a nice header. Some great defensive quality from us. Certainly keeping things level for as long as we can. But here's a nice through ball played to Gomez, and he just puts an unbelievable shot under this. Puts it off the post, and unbelievable shot from Mario Gomez. You can't expect Butland to stop that. The defense really just parted like the Red Sea and let him through. And that's just a wonderful goal. You take a replay of it. Just a great through ball. O'Brien, Warsaw, Tompkins, none of them really to be found. Tompkins makes a great attempt to try to slide tackle him at the end. But that's just a nice play. As you see from then on, we're kind of fighting just to even it up. Gimbert, our new young camp, throws a nice cross. And Vaste, who's just been a wonderful threat early in the season here. Great aerial threat there even. He's putting a couple headers. That's a great chance with the header. As you see, there's a nice block there. And another chance that Butland's able to parry, even though it was offsides. But, so we'll bring in a couple subs. We'll bring Maiga on for Benzia. We'll bring Collison on just to try to get some fresh legs in there, as stamina's been an issue. So we got Vaste. Actually, we left Benzia on. We brought Gimbert off. That's right. I wanted to play a 3-striker look, so we put Maiga in the cam position. But as you see, Benzia attacks. Through ball to Collison. Great chance here, and Petr Cech with a little... Gets the hands up, protects it. And then you see in the 90th minute, we're still fighting to try and even up. Benzia throws across, and Vorsa's open, and just pushes it wide, and the final whistle goes, and we'll end up losing this one 1-0. But some unbelievable chances. Certainly a solid performance for us. Tough to lose at home, but Chelsea's one of the best teams in the Premiership, and we're not going to hang our hats on losing. As you can see, we hung around possession-wise, shots-wise, so we did all right. Now you see United counts with 8 million for Maiga, so we're going to try 10 again, see if we can keep pushing him up. If I really wanted to get rid of him, I would have just taken the 8, but I'm not too worried about it. I think we need him. Vazte, we'll have Lacazette and Benzema will be our top 4 strikers, so I think that's a nice rotation we can have. So, Manchester United ends up not going for it, but that's fine. As you can see an article here about Tompkins saying clubs lining up bids, but then Tompkins comes and talks to me and says, I don't really want to leave the club at this point, so we're pretty happy about that. Tompkins wants to stay. I'll certainly try to get him to a new deal in the future as soon as I can. And here you can see we'll offer Lacazette, finally get him onto the club. He accepts our bid because we have the transfer funds now with Nolan being gone. And so we'll bring him on. He'll be, we're not going to give him the start yet, but he'll be on the substitutes bench to bring on potentially against AIK football here. And so we have the match in Sweden here. Tough trip for the boys after the loss to Chelsea just a couple days ago. We get Maiga in the starting lineup there. But otherwise, pretty much the same squad. We brought Spence in on the right back, give Jalé a break. He's been just fantastic for us to start the season. But playing in the rain here, we won the first match 3-0, so really, I would hope we can progress through. We'd have to lose by 4 goals, essentially, for AK football to get through. But as you can see, we attack early here, getting some great chances. Ball took into Vazte on the header, and that'll be a penalty, as Vazte was kind of grabbed a little bit there, and ends up with a penalty for us. So Jarvis not going to take this. We're going to give it to, I believe, Mark Noble, our penalty taker. 86 rated penalties. He's just going to take care of this, no chance. Top left, stunning penalty, fantastic shot. We're fine with that. Celebrate that. 11 minutes in, we're up 4-0 on aggregate right now, so you can pretty much say it's safe to say it's over based on the way we played versus AK football, which I'm pretty happy with this result. I know just to make sure that this is a pretty accurate result. I looked at AIK football. You see a wonderful through ball here to Jarvis. He pushes ahead, and a little bit of an easy tap-in goal here for Vazte. Just kind of threw it across to him. But, that's a play that's going to be made in real soccer. I think I'm not really I don't try to cheat the AI like this every time, just throwing it across. But, that opportunity, Vazte was making a nice run. We just got it to him, slides into the empty net. So we take the 2-0 lead. But like I said, I was looking at AIK football statistics just to make sure, that I'm not being unrealistic here in the fact that I'm dominating them. And really, they were all in the 60s. In terms of it was just their regular roster before season 1, but realistically, they're not going to get that much better in terms of quality in the course of the year, especially when playing in the Swedish League. The Swedish League's not going to make too many huge buys, so I think it's pretty realistic that we're going to win. Certainly, when our team is 4.5 stars, I think so. We're certainly have the quality to beat them. 2-0 at halftime. 5-0 on aggregate at this point. It's basically over. We're just playing out the second half. You can see Noble with a nice bit of skill moving it around over to Collison, just knocking it around. Jimbert throws it through to Jarvis. Wonderful ball. Throws a cross in. And Maiga with a huge chance that's cleared off the line there. Wonderful chance. And you see we'll bring Lacazette on finally for his first piece of action with the club. We're certainly excited to have him in the claret and blue. And you see a wonderful through ball to Collison. That's just a unbelievable through ball from Diami. Just a wonderful touch to get it to Collison, and he pushes it wide. But, we're not too worried about that. And here, just a marvelous save from Butland as Tompkins lost his man in the box on the cross, but that's all right. Butland's there to save the day. And you see a through ball here to Lacazette, just off sides. We look to get him one of his first chances. And, it ends up 2-0. Take it full time, and we'll win 5-0 on aggregate. We'll get through. I think that puts us into the Euro League, so certainly a wonderful thing to see from us. EuroLeague football is certainly going to help the development of our players. We're going to have to work a few more guys in from the bench just because of, we're going to be playing more games, so it's certainly exciting. But as you can see, the thing that disappoints me here, we go into transfer deadline day here just to close it out, and we have a game versus West Bromwich Albion on the 31st on transfer deadline day, and I hate that about FIFA, the sort of glitch that they have in there that if you have a game on the deadline day, that you're not going to get to play it and it automatically gets simmed. And I'm really unhappy about that because we just lost to Chelsea in the Premier League. We have West Brom, and I think that would be a game that we could certainly, it's away, but it's a game we could certainly take the points in. at least get a point, maybe pull for the 3. So it's unfortunate that I don't get to play. We're going to go through transfer deadline day here. You see, I get an offer from the Austrian FA. I'm going to decline that. We're not going for an offer there. But so we get that offer. We get in here. Transfer deadline day ends. You see 69 million changes hands. But you know, we go this West Bromwich Albion game. We don't make any moves here on transfer deadline day. That's fine. But we end up losing to West Brom 2-0 here on deadline day, which I am certainly unhappy about. It's, you know, 2-0 loss there. It's unfortunate, but we're gonna have to accept that and move on. And you know, that's fine. So we'll save this career up and we'll, you know, edit the squad here. We'll give you a final look at the squad as to what they can do here. And with that, I will catch you next time, guys. Have a good one.